Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gray Eagle from Florida again. And we've got a thought to put out here today. It's called Hidden in Plain Sight. And it involves the Psalm 2 war. Psalm 2 verses 1 and 2. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and His anointed. Now, this is an end-time prophecy, as it turns out, because this is what's exactly is going on. As this is as clear as it gets, the governments of the earth and their lackeys are in conspiracy against God and Christians. Hence all these ACLU lawsuits against the Ten Commandments found on government property, manger scenes at Christmas time, prayers by state legislators, town councilmen that open their meetings and sessions, etc., and all the rest. It also tells us why the government's various lackeys always laughs off the evidence against them as foolish conspiracy theory. However, the Bible further backs up this conspiracy against Christians by saying in 2 Timothy 3:13, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Deception is most certainly the most important part of the conspiracy. It is also one of the signs of the end times. But the Bible further tells us that these secrets will eventually be discovered. Luke 8:17, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that now shall not come abroad. Daniel 12:10, the wise shall understand. The wise are those that trust in Jesus, in other words, Christians. One such heathen enrages Belmar, a self-appointed general in the Psalm 2 war against God's anointed. Quote from Belmar. This, I think, was on the Bill O'Reilly show a few weeks ago. The Republican Party is full of religious lunatics. Now, I wonder if he has the guts to walk up to Dwayne Dog Chapman and tell him that to his face. He also says believers in God are dunces. Now, the definition of a dunce is one that is stupid and ignorant. This is what the left, and especially the Hollywood left, thinks of Christians. That's why I don't watch any Hollywood film. I never go to a theater. I do watch, however, what comes across on my satellite, and but I don't pay $10 a ticket to go to a theater. Haven't done that since 1992. We see this hatred being spewed out towards Christians almost daily by these raging heathens. But the reason for all these conspiracies is to discredit Christians, and by default, you discredit the Bible that we promote and all of God's truths, especially God's plan of salvation. Their ultimate goal is to drag people with them to the same godless eternity they themselves are gleefully diving into. Misery loves company, sad but true. But God has a message for these people, and it is this: for it is written, as I live, says the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue confess to God. Now, that's the message for these people that hate God's anointed. They hate God, they hate the Bible, and that's their message from God to them today. They will bow the knee. Trust Jesus, and you'll be saved. Call upon the name of the Lord, and you shall be saved. It's in the Bible. Look it up. Gray Eagle is out.